Dooby dooby doo. Doo doo dooby doo. Ba 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 ba. Scooby Dooby and Scrappy too. Da 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 dee 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 dee. What are you party people up to tonight? What are y'all doing? Y'all still at work? You home playing? Are you working on your own comic books? Sound off, let your Uncle Fisher know what's up. Let him know where it is and where it goes. Duplicate, s'il vous plaît. And we're gonna move y'all on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yes, we are moving on up. Alright. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Should have took a rope and hanged it. There we go. Now we're cooking with propane and propane accessories. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna go crazy. Get a little nuts. I'm gonna turn it upside down so it's all white in the middle. That way, it's gonna be a lot easier to cut it where I see fit. And we're gonna bump them guys up against the one side, and we're gonna bump these guys up against the other side. And what do you know? We got rid of that little gap. Alrighty, and then we are going to say that. What's up, Mr. Nope? Back again? Can't get enough of your Uncle Fish. That's what Mr. Nope says. Can't get enough of awesome illustrations. The awesome books like Alice, Lost in Wonderland, available now on Kickstarter. GoMrFish.com. Let's see. This is. Thank you card. Comics. All right. Nope, not gonna print on the label printer because that won't do me no good. Won't do me no good indeed. Got pulled away by the yard work. Ooh, you need to take better care of that yard if it's getting overgrown enough to pull you out the house. Pull you away from the stream. Ooh, them weeds done got away from you, man. What is the problem here? Why is it? Dang it, do I have something in a window I can't see somewhere popping up? That's not the right printer. You big dummy. There you go. That's the right printer. Jeez. It'll be fine. Just let it do its thing there. Ba, 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 ba. Wish they just had some more regular types of paper in there, like just say cardstock. Instead of having to go over here and say I'm using thick paper. Acts like that's a huge challenge. Click OK. That's what we say. Hey. Yeah, I know. It's checked. I checked it. All right. Well, the thank you cards are printing. We gonna open Alice Lost in Wonderland, issue 3. We're gonna get some work done. Cause it's about dang time we did some work on old Alice. About dang time we showed off some of the work we're putting into it. Amongst all the other books that we're trying to get stuff done on. Oops. What the devil? Dang it. Should have took her open and hanged it. You ever found a card stock or something like a comic book board for original art? I mean, Bristolboard works pretty good most of the time, but it's not that thick. And I've had illustration board that was a lot thicker than backer boards. Honestly, I gotta be honest with you. I used to have a brand of backer boards back in high school that I freaking loved drawing on. I mean, they were some of the best material. I loved drawing on them. They were smooth enough to take ink from a pen or a brush real well, but they weren't so smooth that they wouldn't absorb some ink. So like when I would go over it with ink washes to do grayscale, because the only thing I wanted to do when I was a kid was grow up and make indie comics, and they were black and white. So I was studying how to do really cool grayscale gray washes and stuff. I freaking loved them. Some of the best art I ever did in high school was on those backer boards. I've legit thought about doing some illustrations on them now to send out people. Like, I mean, I'm going to be sending a backer board anyway. I mean, I could do a little sketch on it, you know, if somebody wanted to pay extra on the campaign or something. I'm a little concerned if people would think they were worth less because they were on a backer board than on like bristle board, which is actually thinner paper. But I don't know. I'm just a little worried about the mindset of somebody thinking like, oh, he just drew on cardboard, instead of like, it's high quality pressed white board. I like it. I mean, I used to like it. I haven't tried drawing on this new stuff, honestly, but I used to really like drawing on them. At least the brand that I had. Well, somebody went and uploaded the whole book of Alice, and so now I got to wait for all those pages to download onto this computer because I forgot I hadn't put them on this computer yet. I've been using them on the other one, and now I'm stuck waiting for that until I can reprint those images because apparently my wife loaded the bottom of the printer with regular paper, and it picked up from there instead of the back of the printer where I told you I wanted to print that. What's the world coming to? That's what I want to know. Nobody seems to answer. See if I can get this turned on. Alright, that works. I don't remember if you were here earlier or not, but what did you think of my Tower Grayskull dice tower that I made? A little old wire out of the way. Whoa there, Nelly. Don't have to tighten that clamp. Anyway, I made it a couple of years ago for my TikTok stream for when I was rolling up characters, and my wife had bought me all the little He-Man figures from like the Dollar Tree and stuff when she was up there, and I kind of wanted someplace to display them. So, you know, two birds, one stone and all. It was pretty fun, and it's a fun way to roll up some stuff for the Wednesday show. I'm really proud of the way it came out. Mr. Note says, yeah, I get that. What medium the art was on wouldn't bother me. Sometimes what the art is on makes the art that much better or cooler. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that. That dice roller is awesome. My favorite part about it, honestly, is that the top of the head is magnetic, so I can pull it off, and I can put a little flickering tea light in there so that it would make the eyes glow and stuff, which it works great for in person. Most of the time when the batteries are well charged, it works great. On camera, it doesn't work good enough. And the batteries in those tea lights I bought on discount after Halloween 5 years ago are starting to go bad. I need to get some new tea lights to put in there, and then I think I need to hit the inside of the eyes with the airbrush with a little like yellow or white or something, just a little bit in the back, so there's something for the light to reflect off of. Oh, what if you made a dice roller based on the Crucible? Fun. You know what you're talking about there, I'll tell you what, that could be fun. Oh, there's a little dice back there in the back sketching a little bit of the glow. I don't think you can see it. Oh, and there was a little bit of a shine back there for a second. But anyway, that would be neat. And I do have a Calm Mini that would go really well over there with them. I might have to do that. That may be the next project on my list. That'd be pretty cool. Or do like the inside of the arena and have it like roll down and come through the arena and can knock over some of the figures. That would be cool too. I'm all about a little bit of chaos in my dice roller. Yeah, that would be neat. I need to do that. Okay, let's see. That button's open now. So let's try printing this again. And this time we're going to go to print. I'm going to go to properties once again. This time we're not going to say auto. We're going to say rear paper for you. And we're going to click print. And this time we're going to watch a little more carefully what happens. Even though it's dark over there and it's hard to see. Brighter for the camera than it is for me. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to hit the OK on the print preview. Oh, we're stupid. Hit OK. I think you grabbed the right paper that time. It looked like it did. It's not the thickest cardstock in the world, but it's what my wife could find at the store. And I'm out of my thank you cards. And I got some orders to pack up. So, gotta have some cards to tell the people thank you. Let them know I appreciate it. Little handwritten note, don't take that long. Ain't gonna kill nobody. I guess unless you shove it in their eye socket or something. We ain't gonna do that because we're nice folks around here. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. All right, bring down that transparency just a hair. We're going to flip it a page because it makes it way easier for me to spot mistakes when I flip the page. Oh, I tell you, man, all those little mistakes. What's up, Andrew? Dougie, what are you doing, man? It has been a hot minute since I've seen my buddy Andrew. Got a call out from one of my favorite radio shows earlier today because I tweeted one of the hosts about wanting to call for my birthday. Oh, that's cool, man. You know what you need for your birthday? You need to go to oldgoldmrfish.com. I'll take you to the Kickstarter. There's a brand new issue of Alice on there. Boy, I bet it'd be great for your birthday. I might have to draw a piece of cake in the background for you somewhere. Gotta pitch the book. Gotta be pitching. Always be pitching. That's what my grandma told me. Always be pitching. All right. Now it's time to draw us some dead alien. Okay, let's see. Which pen was I using? Open says a fishy. Come on. There we go. Wrong. Man. Okay. Yeah, we're using my brush. All right. That's what I thought. I hope you're doing well, man. I ain't heard from you in a while. Is your birthday today or is it coming up soon? I have not been up on the keeping up with my birthday greetings on Facebook lately. I'm so busy trying to get the Kickstarter out and trying to get word out about it and trying to get the next issue of the Sentinels done for Roy quickly so he don't get held up waiting on me. And trying to get it all done can be tough, huh? I was doing really good about making sure I hit everybody's birthday on Facebook because, I mean, it's an easy thing to do and they take half the work out of it for you. You gotta tell people happy birthday and everybody likes that. You can brighten somebody's day for the price of a, hey man, have a good birthday. Why would you not? That's what I want to know. Andrew ain't telling. Says that secret guy's with him. Andrew, don't be like that. For anybody that read issue 2, the fella here was so afraid of getting caught by Captain Hook, he took a pre-planned, let's say emergency sleeping pill. Let's say that, so we don't get locked by any bots. And it has put him to sleep very thoroughly. Which tells us Captain Hook ain't somebody you want to fool with. Which makes me think she's somebody Alice is gonna fool with. One thing Alice don't do is play it smart. Play by the rules. I tell you, I was telling this story to a friend of mine's kids. When I started working on this story, I've been working on this story in the back of my head for 30 years, but probably 7 or 8 years ago, I got the idea of maybe doing it as a webcomic and did a short story for it and was about to try and find some place to publish it. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put it. Did I want to set up my own website and try and control it all, or be a tiny microscopic fish in a big pond with like webtoons or something? And my friend's kids were asking me about the story, and I was trying to explain it to them. And now these are good little kids, a preacher's kids. They grew up homeschooled and whatnot. You know, stupid is a bad word. We don't say things that are going to hurt people's feelings, yada, yada, yada. We always share. We're always kind. They've grown up, you know, acts of service being a normal part of everyday life. You know, we give to people because, you know, that's what Jesus would want us to do. Be kind and share. You know, share of our time and our effort, our money and whatnot. And so as I was sitting there explaining to them about Buster, who is a kid that shows up in the Alice mini comic, and goes on adventures with Alice, and we get to see what life is like for her when things are kind of lawless and there aren't any adults watching and what's going to happen. And explaining that this kid looks the way he looks and does the things he does. Because, like in the first little story there that they saw, he stole some fruit to eat, and the people were talking bad about him and didn't realize he was right behind them stealing. And they're like, well, why are they talking mean about him? And I was like, well, not a very nice kid, and he does some things, he steals from them and stuff and is just causing trouble and whatnot. Like, well, why does he do that? Like, well, he doesn't have any parents to really tell him what to do and tell him that, teach him any better. The people in his life that are raising him aren't very nice people. Well, why is he there? How did he end up there? I ended up feeling like such a monster trying to explain to these sweet kids, honestly, what life is like for a whole lot of people that don't have it as good as they do. And I felt so bad trying to explain it to them. It actually kind of derailed my momentum for a year there, as I started really questioning, like, is this a story I need to tell? But not everybody has it easy. Not everybody grows up in the lap of luxury. And, that's a real thing. And while not everybody can identify with what it's like growing up being raised by a time-traveling bounty hunter in an interdimensional rift, you can certainly understand what it's like to be raised by a dad that's not always there the way you wish he was, and maybe doing the best he can, but the best he can isn't always good enough, and that still hurts, and that's identifiable. That's something I think everybody can kind of get on board with and appreciate and commiserate with, I hope so anyway. Come on, where's my settings for my tool? Come on. It don't take that long to pop up. Come on now. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Alright, texture. Oh, I thought I had texture on. Okay. Let's see if that helps. For anybody watching over on TikTok, I wish I could see your responses, but I can't. So if you want to holler at me, you can go check me out. Same screen name on the red play button app or on the blue send me a friend request app. Or on the old Instagram, if you want to. I believe I'm streaming over there too. Should be anyway. Says I are. I wish old TikTok played better with friends, but still a little little handsy when it comes to letting the comments come through. Doesn't want to play well with his neighbors, you know. So you still off the Kickstarter for a while there, Andrew, if you're still around, or toned down a little, or off altogether? I've had to try and tone down a little because, boy, my budget's been tight lately. Ain't had as much disposable income as I would like as of late, but you know. Most of the disposable income I got goes to paying the old flatter. Flat Pages of Alice Lost in Wonderland. Available now at GoMrFish.com on Kickstarter. We got 9 days left, and last I saw, we were 96% of the way to go, baby. We're almost there, almost over the finish line. Pull it up and see where we're at. We're probably still there because I doubt anybody's gone to back. Alice Lost in Wonderland, issues 1 through 3. Available now. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up just a dang minute. Boy, we got old Travis Gibb coming in. We got old John Fletcher Pasquini in, up in his pledge. And we got David coming in pledging for the whole Mr. Fish Comics library. Taking us over the top, baby. We hit 100%. Woo! Let's go, baby. Thank y'all so much. It really means the world to have the support of other creators out there that are making it happen. People that I respect, making cool books. That is really an amazing feeling. Thank you very much. And we hit go. You can hear how rough my voice is. I streamed like 15 hours in 2 days the other day. On top of penciling like, God, what was it? In 2 days. Early 8 pages. Which is still pretty slow for me to only get like 8 pages done in 2 days penciled, but streaming too, I'm working at half speed streaming, honestly, because I'm trying to remember to talk and look up and check messages and not just get lost in hyper focus and forget that the rest of the world exists like I normally do when I'm working. Like a normal weirdo that draws comics all day. You gotta be built a little wonky to thrive in this job. I've noticed it from all of my fellow brothers and sisters out there that do this on the regular. You gotta have a little of the ink right in you to thrive in this. Is that the same brush or is that the other brush? Let me. What we do. Now, where the heck did that come? Yeah, that's the. Yeah, yeah, it's not that far. I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it was that brush. Brush is just a little bit thin. I thought it was a texture on there that was making it thin, but apparently not. By the way, says Mr. Nope, thank you for the follow on Instagram. Weird Dopes Podcast. Absolutely, man. I'm always up for following a podcast. I'm always up for being on podcasts. If you need a weird dope to be on a podcast, my gosh, I know one. Because I offer one. That's the hardest thing about getting the word out is getting in front of those new eyes that haven't already seen your stuff 100 times. You know, the people that, the handful of people that see my stuff every day, they're already either on board or not going to be on board. You know, maybe they don't like people using public domain characters or whatever. I don't know. But it could be anything. But if they're not on board, they're not on board. And the people that are already are. And getting out in front of new eyes is the toughest part of the game. You know? Trying to keep the people that were interested before coming back is tough, but getting out in front of new people, man, that's the real trick to it. Oh, dang it, I'm drawing in white like a crazy man. Drawing in white ink on a white page like a crazy person. Got to talking podcast and I lost my mind like a dang fool. A danged fool. But yeah, man, I'm always down for a follow. Honestly, I'm, I'm still trying to rebuild my Instagram back up to where it needs to be because I lost my old Instagram account. My Facebook got hacked a long time ago now. And after they got my Facebook, they ended up getting my Instagram. Problem is, even though they're all owned by the same people, Facebook actually has people employed there that can look at that photo of the driver's license I sent in and see that it matches up to the name on the account and decide that I'm the real person that owned the account. I ended up getting my Facebook account back. When they took over Instagram, they decided that making a really good website page is just as good as having people work there. And the website will clearly tell you that if you can't get into your account, all you gotta do is log into your old email and reset your password. Oh, wait a minute, you can't get into your email because it's been changed? Oh, well then log into Instagram and then we'll help you reset everything from inside Instagram. Oh, you can't get into Instagram? Oh, my bad. Then go to your Facebook and go to your email and change your password. Oh, wait, you can't get in there? Oh, then just log into Instagram and fix it. It's the stupidest circular logic I've ever seen in my life. And nobody caught that, and then they fired everybody. Got rid of it. Oh, man. Adam, what up, man? What is up, money? I was just thinking about you. I'm in the process of... You're probably the person. You're probably the man I need to talk to. I'm in the process of trying to put together a read-along for Alice, Lost in Wonderland. And I can do the majority of it, but I'd really like to have a female voice on there for Alice, and that I cannot do. Not convincingly, anyway. And I got a friend tapped to do it, but the smoke from the Canadian wildfires has been killing her throat, and she hadn't been able to do it because the smoke from the fires have been so bad where she lives. And I thought I was going to have the files a month ago, and I don't. And I feel bad that the one person that backed for that hasn't got it yet, and I don't want them to think that I've forgotten about them. I'm just waiting on that, and kind of wondering if maybe I don't need to try and find someone else for now to help out with it that could do the female voice. But knowing people that can do convincing voices for audio dramas is not the kind of thing I'm normally researching. But I know a guy who did a really good one for Call. He might be the guy to talk to get the answers for where to look for some people that would be interested in doing it. Honestly, like if it wasn't for having to try and source voices for it all the time and trying to coordinate all the people that would be involved in trying to do it, I would have done a Caw animated series on YouTube a while ago, because he'd be particularly easy to animate. because, he's mostly just a lot of screaming and sword swinging. He'd be really easy to build an animatable rig for, but I really am not crazy about the idea of having to try and herd cats, keeping a bunch of different people on task. That's the part that stops me. That, and I'm not rich, so I would have to find people that were interested in doing it just because it's fun to do, or for trade or something. Maurice Jones says, keep up the good work and God bless you. Thank you, Maurice. God bless you too. Adam says, man, I may be able to get you connected to some people. Let me ask around and I'll get back to you for a female voice actor. I got you, bud. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Mighty neighborly of you. Mighty kind. Yeah, I'm excited for that to release, man. That's been a long wait, man. You get your stuff in order in a way I ain't never seen most people do. I just launched a new art stream with a cat. Like literally 2 weeks ago or something, and we just like rebranded it and changed everything because we had an idea. I'm very, very fly by the seat of my pants. I wouldn't know what to do if I had stuff that planned out. Mr. Nobacks asks, who would I pick to be the voice actor for Call, if not myself? It'd have to be somebody with a fairly deep voice and somebody not afraid to scream. Because I envision most of Call's conversations being screaming. Like, what? Kind of, the mighty Call falls to no man. But man, I'm hearing the voice in my head. It's a voice actor that does a lot of cartoons, a lot of animated series. I can hear him screaming in my head. I can hear him yelling, but I can't make out enough to figure out what he's yelling to try and pinpoint down what show it's from. I want to say there's somebody that does a good voice like that on Futurama and many other things, but Futurama is the first thing that comes to my mind. There's somebody on there that yells. Oh, Morgo on like the Entertainment Tonight thing. He yells all the time. something like that. Or oh gosh, what's the character's name on Seth MacFarlane's Star Trek spoof show? Starts with an H, doesn't it? Like, God, what is it? Oh, that is going to drive me up the freaking wall now. I love that show. But anyway, the brown alien guy on the deck, the Worf knockoff dude, he's got a really deep voice and kind of gravelly. He would do a great job. John DiMaggio. All right. The Orville, right? Okay. H. What the hell was I thinking? H. The Horville. It's the Orville. Absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. You know the dude I'm talking about. He's got that voice that I think would if he could get a little bit of the manicness of call, like a kind of, that he gets, I think, oh, that would be awesome. I've never done that before. I've never just dreamed of if I could do anything, who would I have do the voice? I don't know why. Probably it's a don't get your hopes up for something now kind of thing. Because I know me pretty well. I've known me for a while. Me and me, woo! So we go way back, like Cadillac C. I know me pretty well, and I got a bad habit of getting excited about things and wanting to jump the gun and jump to the end of the line, and that's not always the way things work, fishy. So it's probably, I would imagine, out of an abundance of don't get overexcited about something that ain't happened yet. It's why I don't do that more often. Peter Macon is the lieutenant. Let's see. Let's look it up. Peter Macon. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Oh man, he would nail it on that. He would do such a good job. I tell you, I keep going back and forth on Big Ten. I was planning on doing his voice too, because I'm planning on doing several audio files for him as, secret YouTube videos that you can find if you solve the puzzles and find the secret, answers and whatnot. And I did a secret one for Rabbit. There's a secret message from Rabbit in issue 2 that I think so far only 2 people have found. Lori Calcaterra found it, I know, and Kyron Silva found it. He would not leave it alone until he did, and he was so mad at me by the time he finally solved all the puzzles on that one page. I mean, he accomplished it. He's the only person I know of that has that got them all. Though I do know one other person that solved one of the alien languages that is just an actual alien language in a translation. If you're a uber nerd, you'll recognize the language. My buddy did. I was really surprised. My buddy Eric Bennett recognized it right off as what language it was. I was legit surprised. I didn't think anybody was going to spot it that quickly, but he did. I was impressed. That was one I thought might go to my grave unsolved, but he figured it out. Kyron figured it out too. I think he Google searched a picture of the language and found out what language it was and then decoded the message. I believe. But yeah, it was fun. There's a lot of fun little secret things hidden in Alice issue 2. And you can thank Lori Calcaterra for that nonsense. She's the one that turned me on to the fact that we could do things like that, and then then I got to challenge myself and see, like, well, how far can we take this, and how far can you bend and skew a QR code before it doesn't read anymore? And turns out you can get pretty creative with it. You can put it in perspective. You can make it the same color as the background as long as there's enough contrast for the phone to pick it up. And that was the only thing I was really worried about when I got the test prints from the printer. I drove all the way to Little Rock just to be able to put my phone to the page and make sure that my phone and my son's iPhone and all that would scan the QR code after it was printed. Because I could do all the test prints in the world at home, but if their ink is, just a hair darker or lighter or oversaturated or undersaturated, it could have not scanned. Everything else in the book was fine, but I needed to make sure the code scanned because they're my favorite part. Putting them little secrets in there that only the few, the proud, the nerdreens. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, only the hardcore fans and comic nerds are going to get all the secrets. But that's cool. That's for the people like me that like to go around and solve every puzzle and get all the Riddler trophies and, collect all the things and get all the messages. And not everybody plays games that way, but that's the way I like to do things. And for the nerds like me, I wanted to have some extra little treasures in there to make it fun. And if you don't want to do all that nonsense, then you certainly don't have to. It's still a fun book without doing all that. It's an exciting adventure with a crazy, bloodthirsty, blonde bounty hunter. That's a mouthful to say 100 times. With the Tin Man by her side, trying to keep her out of trouble that she keeps causing. She is on the hunt for the White Rabbit, the time traveler that brought her to Wonderland in the first place, her adopted father figure. She is hunting him down, bloodbound by a contract to deliver his head to the Queen of Hearts, criminal warlord of Glass City, who just so happens to have promised to kill her and Big Ten on sight if she ever sees him again. How is she going to beat all the other bounty hunters that are after the prize? Because whoever gets him gets one wish. Be whatever you want. What do you think old Alice is going to wish for? That's my question. What would she be willing to wish for so badly that she's willing to risk all this? She's willing to go all the way to Neverland, place where the ground was lost centuries ago below these toxic clouds that will melt the flesh from your bones. People have to live on sky ships. They don't live very long in Neverland, which is why most of the people there are kids. If you do survive long enough, well, then you pretty much end up being a pirate, like old Captain Hook here. We're going to find out a little more about Captain Hook in this book. Now, if you're reading the mini comics, which I highly suggest, but I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you probably ought to. That's the formal form of yaunt. If you're keeping notes. If you're reading the mini comics, you probably got quite a surprise when you saw Captain Hook. If not, it's still a fun comic. It's still an exciting reveal when you see her. But if you're reading the mini comics, then you know something's up. What's up? Well, those questions and many more are going to be answered in the upcoming issues of Alice Lost in Wonderland. Issues 1 through 3 available now on Crankstomper. Go MrFish.com. Take you right there. I tell you, that little vanity link, I don't know if it works great for anybody else, but man, it sure works great for me to be able to remember and to be able to share out. I have a handful of people that, like, I go on their shows regularly that, like, remember it now and know what the link is to share. And I got a few friends that remember it. I don't know if anybody else does, but it's easy to say, it's short, it's concise. It's even easy to use as my screen name most of the time. I usually have GoMrFish.com right here as my name. And I mean, you still know my name's Mr. Fish and whatnot. It might irritate a couple of people, but it comes in a real handy way to keep my link to my book active and open and where people can find it. I'm really glad I did that. It cost me like, I don't know, $12-15 a year or something for that link, but I can change it whenever I need to whatever links to the next book. And as long as I have like late pledges open on Alice issue 3, I'm going to keep that link there. But as soon as I'm ready to close those, it will be going to the pre-launch page for issue 4. And it will just always go to the latest thing that I have up for grabs. And if for some reason I don't have a Kickstarter going at the moment, then I can relink it to my online store at MrFishComics.com. And so if I don't have a Kickstarter going for some reason, or a pre-launch page to send people to, then I can just send them to where to buy my comics. So it makes a real nice little vanity link to be able to post in ads and social media links that somebody might see 6 months from now. Then maybe they missed the book that link was about, but they can get a copy of it on the new campaign at MrFish.com. It's been so handy. I don't know if it's necessarily, I'm sure it's paid for itself by now. I'd be bold enough to say. I don't know how many people have used it, but I know a couple have for sure. I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. I love this Day of the Dead makeup that she has. Which I'm going to tell y'all, and y'all are going to be the only ones that know this, because I literally have never said this to anybody else yet. But the reason, honestly, that she wears the white face paint is, honestly, is sunblock to help block the solar radiation, which is why she has these bumps and lumps on her face, because they are so close to the sun, that high in the sky in Neverland, to stay above the clouds, that you don't tend to last real long up there. And so she is a big proponent of sunblock. So she's using like a zinc oxide kind of thing. Like she's painting that white on her face to protect herself. But if you can make yourself terrifying at the same time and make everybody that crosses your path, flee in terror, that's all the better as a pirate. You gotta keep that rep up. Now, I'm not confirming or denying anything. I'll call you a liar if you say I am. But I will tell you, since you're here, for this one-of-a-kind, one-time, lay it all on the line extravaganza, and because we just funded, and I'm happy about that, I'm going to say, while other might not have been so enthused with the title of Captain Hook necessarily, she has ran with it. It wasn't even a question when she lost her hand. It was gonna be a hook. She was going to make sure everybody feared her and feared the name Hook. So yeah, she took it and ran with it. Much like I did with the fastest man in indie comics. I did not call myself the fastest pen in indie comics. But somebody came on my show did. And maybe they were trying to butter your Uncle Fishy up to work on their book. I don't know. But it sounded catchy and I ran with it. Because having something people can recognize is first step to being remembered. And if they remember you, it just might come back and back that book. Not like the people that don't remember you. They ain't gonna do squat because they don't remember you. At least that's our excuse. I have to take great care on Captain Hook because she is based on my, well, I just call her my daughter, but it's my son's girlfriend. I'm sure it'll be official one of these days. But I love all my girls that have been brought into my life. From step to foster to in-law, all of my girls. I'm proud of them all and I love them dearly. But when I'd already had this character designed a long time ago. I'd done a couple of pieces of art over it. But now that I spend so much time with Nessa, it's a lot easier to get the hair right and stuff when, like, I know somebody, I can look at the way her hair moves and stuff while we're eating dinner or whatever. And that's definitely, it definitely took on more of her look because of that. It's not a dead-on likeness, but I don't want it to be a dead-on likeness because that's kind of weird. And, you know. And nobody's safe in my books, so I don't want it to be a dead-on likeness because she'll probably get killed at some point because ain't nobody safe in none of my books. Spoiler alert. That ain't the way I play. There ain't no safe zone. There ain't no base. I'm playing with Uncle Fishy. It's all carnage all the time. Well, no, not really, but I love the idea of a world where even your favorites and your stars are always available to be on the chopping block. That's part of why Green Zone was like an ensemble book and not just like the Virgil book, because Virgil can get got pretty easy. He lives in a dangerous block. It would be really easy for him to not survive the night there. Only reason it hadn't happened yet is because Carlos, that runs his block, is still holding out hope that he's going to eventually find something Virgil cares about enough that he can threaten and make him work for him. But so far, nobody's ever loved poor old Virgil, so he's got nobody to threaten. He's got nobody to lose. Yeah. Oh, brother, but the minute he does, that person has a target on their back. If you get a chance, I sure would appreciate anybody that could give old Kickstarter a share there and let the people know that it's out there, because honestly, most of the sharing I've done is lucky if it gets seen by 12 people. This Facebook is bound and determined to make me pay before they'll show it to anybody, and I'm just stubborn enough not to. So anybody that could go to GoMrFish.com and give that campaign a share would be my very best friend. I would be very appreciative of anybody that can help get the word out a little bit. Because it's hard out there for a fish when you're trying to make the money, Frenchy boy. It's hard out there for a fish. Oh, the old back is getting me. This is when it'd be real nice to have one of them old standing desks like the fancy folks. don't know how the other half lived, but I know how this half lived. This half is hurting for sure. I find whoever put a quarter in that toy dog and got him all riled up today will give them a piece of my mind. Just might wrap that piece of my mind around my size 16 boot. That dog been noisy today. Between the thunder and a window salesman coming to the door like some kind of psychopath. Who comes to the door? Oh, that's what psycho killers do. You want everybody to think you're a psycho killer? No, I wouldn't think so. Don't come to the door. Really, the only reason I care is because the freaking dog works so much. Probably went a little too hard on her face with that thin brush, but it'll be alright. That's what Miss Oak told me. If I know one thing, it's trust the note. I'll have you know, Mr. Nope, I'm working really hard right this second to control my urge to make a pun, as I'm prone to do. But being named Fish, I know what it's like to have people want to make jokes about your name. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to exercise said self-control. My mama would be proud. Now, if I can find a convenient way to make fun of a Brian or a Brad or, Larry or something, I'll do it. I'll do it in a heartbeat. But a cinnamon or a starlight or a sparkle or anything like that, I'm going to be good. Because, like you say there, you may not care. They may not care. But, I'm here to tell you. I about had my feeling. Well, good be sorry, Brian. I just thought of that. And boy, everybody's just so proud that they thought of that brilliant little piece of work. What kind of fish are you, Brim? I didn't even know what the heck a brim was. I had to learn what a brim was. Because everybody kept freaking saying it. I was like, why can't you just say like bluegill? But more generic term for breed as a whole. I have since kept them in my fish tank and they're fascinating. They truly are a fascinating fish to watch. All the native lake fish are, but I didn't know a whole bunch of stuff about them. But yeah, man, I so many jokes. It's funny how they all just suddenly kind of stopped once I got way bigger than everybody else. I was just a little bigger than everybody else. It was even more fun because it's fun to pick on the guy that was bigger than you that didn't realize he was bigger than you. Oh, son, but one day I caught on to the fact that I was very much so bigger than everybody else around me. It wasn't but a couple of years after that even the grown men quit making fun of my name. That was a nice day. I can't tell you how many times I've had a grown man sit there and ask me to my face if my mom was some kind of hippie whore and name me Fish. Alright. I guarantee you Hunter never gets that much hassle about his name. I guarantee you. But old Fisher, ooh, hell. It's on till the break of dawn. Well, it ain't anymore, because now I'm 6.5 feet tall. But, yeah. It was on for a long, long time. Though I gotta tell you, funniest thing ever happened to me. Alright, first little bit of trivia. I've been sober 26, 27 years, somewhere around in there. I'd have to actually sit down and do the math. Um, I didn't even bother getting a coin last year. So it's a little hard to remember right now. But anyway, I've been sober a long time, and I was going to the local AA meetings, and this dude's leading his first meeting. He's all excited. I've known this dude for 6 months, easy, and seeing him every Wednesday. We'll sit around afterwards, every Wednesday after the meeting, and sit around and chit chat 30 minutes, whatever. I mean, ain't my best friend in the world, but we know each other pretty well. And he's excited. He's leading his first meeting. He's a little nervous and everything. And, we start with the purpose of AA. We go through all the regular stuff that we do at the beginning of a meeting, and what the purpose is, and everybody's welcome, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And then he's like, all right, well, he talks about whatever the topic was going to be for the discussion that day. And then this man, who's, like I said, we've been talking every Wednesday for like 6 months. This man looks me dead in my eye and says, well, Moose, you always have a lot to say. Why don't you be the first person to share? And half the table just stares at me, and the other half just busts out laughing just as hard as they possibly can. And a friend next to me is like, Moose! And she's just dying. She's having a time. She's on cloud nine. And this is the most fun she's had since she quit drinking. And she's like, his name's Fish. And this dude's face turned so red. And I've been called a lot of things. Usually, not surprisingly, I guess, usually it's Frog. Usually people are like, oh, hey, I know you. Frog, right? Okay, starts with an F, lives in the water. I'll take it. That's pretty close. I'm not going to take that as an insult. You tried to put it in your memory. You came out pretty damn close. I'm not going to fuss about that. Moose? I mean, while they may swim, I don't think of them as an aquatic animal, per se. Oh my gosh, that was the furthest off I have ever heard somebody get with my name. That was so funny. I didn't talk about it much for like a year. Just on the off chance somehow somebody could pin it back to him and, anonymity and whatnot. But, it's been several years now, and y'all don't know nobody at my local meetings. Heck, I don't know anybody there anymore. I ain't been in a while. I've been too busy working on the funny books. I hear my cute wife got home. First I heard the dog squalling because she was outside, and now I hear her baby talking to the dogs. So I may just need to get up on off of here. See if I can go get some baby talk of my own. Did he have anything on his arms in the last book? Doesn't seem like me to give him just bare arms, but then Then come to think of it, I don't know if you could really see much of his arms in that one panel. That big splash page. Let's go peek at these files now. Don't need y'all getting all the secret sauce, screenshotting it, trying to read it. That'd be rude. What it be? Yeah, I don't think you can even see his arms. So, because he's kind of behind her and then off panel. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. He got some big old blisters on his shoulders, though. I forgot about that. Well, I thought about it. I wasn't sure what shoulder. I got those blisters one time. That's a story for another day. That's a story of another color. After I stuck Nessa in the book as Captain Hook, well, after Captain Hook took on a very striking resemblance to Nessa, her little down, one of my biggest fans in the world, got very put out about that and wanted to be in the book. And I'm having him design an outfit for himself when he's a kid in Neverland. But I went ahead and decided that that's going to be him when he grows up. He's going to be one of the few kids that does survive. And he's going to end up working for Hook as an adult. And as you can see, the son hasn't treated him well. Anyway, my beautiful, hot, sexy, kind, loving, generous, thoughtful, buxom young bride is home. And so I'm going to get off of the interwebs and I'm going to go get her a smooch or two. So, thank you guys for hanging out. I might be back again before the end of the night. I may not. I may be back at 2 in the morning. We never do know around these parts. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you very much for everybody that's checked out GoMrFish.com. Thank you for everybody, seriously. Thank you so much to everybody that has gone to Kickstarter and shared the campaign out. It truly, really does mean the world. It is the biggest help, hands down, you could do across the board. It seems to be the only thing you can share with the link in it that they're not going to automatically strike. Jared, thank you for hanging out, Mr. Melp. I will see you again next time. Peace out. Be kind to each other.